Hey, have you been trying to prospect people who have the same hobbies and passions as you, and how is it going? And should you actually be doing that? So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm from VIE now, and I like network marketing, but I hate prospecting, two contradicting things. So it feels awkward, it doesn't feel right to me. I hate chasing people, I hate striking conversations with strangers just to offer my stuff. So it wasn't working for me. I was struggling until I found a way to how to attract people instead. And if you would like to know how to recruit new team members without having to prospect, without chasing, without feeling awkward, grab my free video at viesnow.com/3 steps. And today I want to talk about an advice that a lot of network marketers are given, and I actually saw that quite recently somewhere on social media, the same advice to go to group or business pages or YouTube channels that are about your hobbies or your passions. So, and that specific example people were talking about were cars, for example. If you are a Honda, fan, you might want to go to groups where people are talking about Hondas and, things like that. And I actually heard this exact advice from quite a famous guru, a famous figure in network marketing. But so what do you think? Are you trying to do it? How is it going for you? Are you getting team members or prospects using this kind of logic? So here's the thing, really. I mean it definitely can sometimes work. The people who like the same stuff and share the same hobbies with you can sometimes also have a desire, can also sometimes want what you have in terms of your network marketing business. However, it's a very poor technique, very inefficient technique. And I understand the logic behind this advice. I understand the logic. The logic is that it's something that you can talk about to these people, to build rapport. But in reality is that a lot of those people just simply don't need the other stuff that you have, your products or your opportunity. They're happy where they are. They might not even have the problem that you are solving, or even if they did have a problem, maybe they don't want that specific stuff that you have. So yes, in some cases you can run into somebody who will have the same hobby and have the same desire, either make more money through a home-based business or the products that you have, but it's very inefficient. It's very close to the logic that everyone is your prospect. It's very, very similar. What you need to do instead is really to find people based on the problem that you are solving, and people who actually want that problem to be solved, people who you can help, really. So just because somebody has is a Honda fan like you are, doesn't mean they want you can help them to solve other problems. Doesn't mean they have the problem that you are solving. So yes, it might be easier to start a conversation with this kind of person, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they will do business with you. So I guess the the point is that you should not be approaching people based on their hobbies and passions, and you should not be building your audience based on that. Yes, you can, it's easier to start a conversation, but they are not your ideal prospects or customers. You definitely need to find people who want your stuff, and the same way, you might be in groups around your passion, is the same way you can be part of groups where people talk about the problems that you are solving. And the likelihood is that if they're talking about those problems, on social media, in some sort of a community, they probably want to get that problem solved. So that's who your ideal prospects or customers are, and not the ones who share the same passions, definitely. So, you know yourself, even with family members, you might have lots of things in common with your family members, but that absolutely doesn't mean that they are your perfect prospects. We all have loads of stories how family members and friends joined us, for various reasons, one of them being trying to support us, but it didn't go anywhere, they didn't do anything. And in this case, it's even more difficult to handle these kind of people because of mutual sense of responsibility, and so on. So no. So that advice to go after people who share the same interests or passions is not a very good advice. I think you should be spending your time identifying people who want what you have to sell, and finding them. And it's very easy on social media. If not social media, it would be much more difficult, obviously. But now on social media, it's very easy. You just need to know who wants your stuff and then find them on social media. There are groups for nearly every topic you can think of. So I bet there's loads of groups, for around your niche, and you just need to find the active ones, where people don't just spam, but they actually have proper conversations. So that's where you need to go. So no, it's not based on your passions and hobbies. It's nice when that happens as well, when those things match, but that's definitely not a driving factor. So I hope it made sense and you liked this video. If you did like this video, feel free to grab my free video at visnow.com/3 steps that shows how to recruit without having to chase anyone, without feeling awkward, without actually basing your prospecting on interests and passions and bumping into a lot of rejection then. And thanks very much for watching. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I'll be talking to you, I think, tomorrow again. So have a nice day.